Hello, everyone. Welcome to day five. Yeah, we're on day five of the Ease Academy marathon, where you're learning how to manifest your best life. So, you're learning principles from the law of attraction, and you're also learning about the Ease Academy and how that helps you in becoming this master ninja manifester. So, I am Namita Purohit. I am a life coach. I have I do one-on-one coaching, but for very select and few people. I also have an Ease Academy where people who are looking for a coaching program with a combination of online courses and some group coaching and some community can join, the Ease Academy. And I'm running this entire, doing all of this live series to help you become more aware of that. And also because I get so many emails and so many questions and so many requests from all over about people wanting one-on-one coaching with me, and I can't expand myself. So I have started, since end of December last year, January, I've started developing the Ease Academy program, and a lot of people. We were in beta in the beginning, but a lot of people have gone through it. We fine-tuned the program, and the program's really working good. So my entire system that I use in one-on-one coaching with people is there in the Ease Academy, right? So here we have a few people have joined in, and we have Kultarji, Vriti Sharma. Yes, I look cool. Thank you, Vriti. Yeah, I'm trying to look cool and trying to be energetic every single day. And to be with all of you, you all give me a lot of energy. So today we're going to talk about a lot of people have been sending me tons of questions on which tier is good for me? Can I do bronze and then can I switch to silver? Or can I do silver and then switch to gold? I don't know which tier is good for me. This is my problem. Can you tell me which tier is good for me? So here I am to help you understand those tiers. Also answer all the questions that I have received over, through the form, and also to help you with the money manifestation and wealth manifestation techniques. So, as I promised, so here we are, and we're ready to do that. And we have some more people. Okay, Priti Sharma says likewise, yes. Rohini Patil, Manju Negi, and so many more people are putting in their comments. Yes, please come on. Tell me where are you joining from, and tell me. Oh, I can read most of your names, but just yes, Hare Krishna, Anjana Dobal, Manju Negi, and yes, I hope you've been watching the recordings. For those of you who have missed, most of the East programs, the recordings are available. And then I also have something very exciting to tell you about. We have early bird bonuses for those people who are joining in on 1st August. And I've also added a few more videos on the landing page, the bit.ly/ease academy landing page for you to help you understand, the whole ease program, and, which tier should I use, and all those choices you need to make a little better. So here we go. Let me share the screen here. Okay, maybe not. I still have to set up something here. Okay, so I'm waiting for something to load up. And yes, someone is from Ulhasnagar, Kalyan, Anmol Kukreja Chanchlani. Yes, I recognize that name. Manju is from, my mom's name is Manju. So it's a little awkward for me to say that, Manju. So you're from Delhi. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. And Aparna is there. She's joining in from Twitter, looks like. A lot of people here. Yeah. So it's so nice to be here every evening. Ruby Yadav is from Frisco, Texas. Manjunegi, I love your sessions. You help me a lot to understand. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice to hear that. Kultar is from Chandigarh. Advocate Angad Kendre says Hare Krishna. So yes, welcome everyone. Super excited to be here with all of you. And I am here to share something interesting. So give me a moment. I've gotten better at this, at sharing my screen. So I don't waste that much. Sorry, this tab. I don't know what tab are you seeing. Sorry. No, the minute I said I was getting better at something, it didn't work out. Okay, let me try one more time. Okay, here we go. Yes, the right one is here. Okay, so this is the Ease Academy landing page. Manifest your best life with the Ease Coaching Academy. Yesterday, I talked about all about the Ease Success Blueprint, the manifestation blueprint, and the 7 different stages that we all go through. And as you can see, the countdown timer is on. There's just 1 day, 2 hours, and 54 minutes left for enrollment to open on August 1st. For those of you who sign up on August 1st, there are some really exciting bonuses. So let's check out the tiers here. When I click this button, it takes me to tiers, all the different tiers that are there in the Ease Academy. So here we are. Again, you come to the different membership tiers, and you see, I put up this video here. Which tier should you join? And you have questions on which tier would be good for you. Can you switch between tiers? You can watch this video and make your decision. Which tier is best for you, gold, silver, and bronze. And we're going to talk about it in great detail now and also get a lot of your questions answered around the tiers and other questions that you've sent to me. But in case you want to go back and check it out again, and this is a shorter video that helps you do that. And here you have all the tiers, which are bronze, silver, and gold. And as you scroll down, you can see the early bird bonuses. I'm so excited, right? So bronze and silver, the early bird bonuses, you get one group coaching call with me, which is on goal setting. So as you go through this program, you want to learn how to set your goals, and you can use so that you could max out the benefit of this program. Now, this is in addition to the other onboarding meeting that you have with all of me, with all of you have with me on. I think I'm going to schedule it on August 6th or 7th, depending on the time zone and which day is free for everyone. Probably be the weekend, but yes, you're going to get one huge big onboarding call with me. We're going to understand everything, get your questions answered over there. And then in addition to that, bronze and silver tiers get one group coaching call with me where you do goal setting to help you set your goals and do better in your life. And gold tier members, for all of those who sign up on 1st August. So these are early bird bonuses I'm talking about. This is not for people who sign up on 2nd August. It's only for the early birds, right? So those who sign up for the gold tier on August 1st, they get one-on-one group coach, one-on-one call with me as a bonus, as an early bird bonus. Right. So all those looking, and I know there are a lot of smart people out here like, okay, I can do gold in the 1st month and then I'll switch to silver and all. That's not acting in good faith. You'll do it and we'll watch you do it. We're not going to stop you from doing it, but it's not acting in good faith, right? So here we go. And also, when you scroll below here, all the stuff that I talked about yesterday, the Ease blueprint, there's a shorter video just discussing the entire blueprint, and that you can click on this video and watch that. Okay, so we stop sharing this and we start sharing something else. So yes, we have Manju Negi says I can call you Negi. Okay, that's easier for me. Like Manju, it's a little awkward for me to take my mom's name. Okay, Anjana Dobhal is from Dehradun. Yes, I've been there once. Padma is from Hyderabad. You're a big fan of me, and I'm a big fan of you for all the personal development and all the inner growth and all the commitment that you have towards yourself. So great. We have an interesting crowd here, and let's start looking at something interesting. So I need time to again pull it out. Things are not so easy sometimes. Okay, where are we now? Tears and the Ease blueprint. Okay, here we go. We got it. Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. And it's coming up. Until then, let me see if you have any questions. Okay, no questions so far. Okay, Vritti is from Delhi, New Delhi. Your Pasand is from Delhi. Okay, I don't know where is my Pasand. Anyway, but nice to see you're from Delhi. What happened here? Okay, here we go. We got it. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna get better at sharing now. This is every time it's I have to be mindful of the steps I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Share screen. Window. PowerPoint. There you go, right? So which tier should I join? Right? That's a question I've been getting so many emails about in the last few days, and also all the switching the tiers business. So I thought let me touch upon that a little bit, and then we move on to the next items on our agenda, which is answering questions and also learning about the wealth manifestation and more stuff, right? And payment questions that people have. So here we go, right? So ease is emotional awareness, spirituality, and excellence. And I'm super grateful to you for making me a partner in your development journey, in your growth journey, in your rising and shining journey. And I commit myself to every member, and I make sure your success is my top priority. Sometimes I am more committed than the people who come to me, and that doesn't become like a great balance, right? Because like, the coach is more committed than the person, and then the person doesn't invest in themselves, they don't learn stuff. So that's not a good place for me to be in. So I like to work with people who are super committed in their journey, because I'm going to be 100% committed in your development journey, right? I'm going to make sure things happen. And yesterday we went over this. We talked about the ease blueprint, which is the 7 stages, which is align, heal, reframe, communicate, connecting with your roots, healing your roots, your ancestors and energy and any traumas from there, and then manifesting. And the connect is like the central piece. At every stage, you keep connecting back to yourself and you keep understanding yourself. More details was discussed in yesterday's video. And as I also showed you, it's also there on the Ease Academy webpage. So you can look at that. Now, what do the silver and gold tiers get? The silver and gold tiers get the entire blueprint, right? They get the full blueprint. That's what the silver and tiers get. The bronze tier gets only the connect and the reframe stages. So you get like less than a third of the blueprint, right? So out of 7, you get only 2 parts of the blueprint. Silver and gold, they get the entire blueprint, right? Now let's see how to make a decision around these things, okay? Because it can get confusing for you. So let's look at that. Now, the gold tier is for someone, as you can see over here, who's looking for great value at great speed. And they are willing to invest in an expert to help them, because they know that the expert has gone through all types of stuff and is an expert in their field and can help them. And one session, one question answered can like transform their life, right? So, and these gold tier people, they're also tired of all this do it yourself, hearing this podcast here, hearing that book there, and still not being able to make sense of, what stuff is happening, right? And they're like, you know what? I can either do that and I can keep doing that, or I rather invest and really get value for myself, right? So they're ready to invest their time and their money in working with an expert, right? And the transformation is super rapid, super fast, right? Because you're getting the ease modules, the ease blueprint modules, as you can see, plus you're getting the community feature, plus you're getting the group coaching calls, right? So the gold tier, you get the ease entire blueprint, plus you get the group coaching with me. Yes. So if you're looking for value and speed and you want to invest in that, you have the budget for that, you should go for gold, right? Now, what is the silver tier all about? This the silver tier person is looking for a value program, right? They really understand the value of gold. They're like, yes, being in that group coaching call is going to really help me, but I don't know if I have the budget for that. But I'm willing to invest something. Willing to invest a good amount in myself. I'm looking for great value. I'm looking for a value program where I get the biggest bang for my buck. I spend in that much and I get like the biggest return on that. So the silver tier is for them, right? You're willing to invest in yourselves. You understand that you need to work on all your layers, your body, your mind, and your energy, right? And that's what you do in the gold tier as well. And the silver tier, you do that as well. You want a structured program. You're also tired of searching. You're also tired of all that do it yourself. You want a structured program that handholds you, created by an expert, and that handholds you and lets you go forward, right? So that's what it is. And you're looking for value. Value is important for you, right? Now, what is a transformation? It's rapid. Of course, you don't have the group coaching modules, which is okay, but it's still rapid because the program is my program. This program I have created. I used it for myself. I used it for all the one-on-one clients that I've done. I've tested these different parts of these different modules across the world in the workshops I've done across UK, Germany, Switzerland, India, all over the US, and things like that, right? So these are time-tested modules, race-tested modules, ethnicity-tested modules, culturally tested modules, and they hold good for all, right? So this is the transformation you're going to get. So it's going to be rapid because you're going to get the modules and you're going to get the community. All your questions you can put on the special Facebook community, the group that we have only for the Ease Academy members. And me and assistant coaches and other members of the community are going to answer questions over there, right? So it's about all of us supporting each other and all of us making things happen. And there are some special surprises also, which I don't like to talk about. So bronze. Bronze is for somebody who's like super tight on their budget. They understand the value of those things, but they're like, maybe not. I think I can do it myself, right? So there are some people who don't have money, but they're willing to invest their own time, right? So they're on low budget, they're financial constraints, but they're still wanting. They understand the importance of investing in themselves, and they understand the importance for of doing stuff for themselves. And like they do understand that if they invest in themselves, they're going to get success. So because they're low budget, they can get this low budget program. And in this, as you can see, you only get the connect and the reframe stages. So you're not dealing with your body, you're not trying to understand your nature through Ayurveda and astrology, or your entire chakra system and all of that. You're not doing any of that. You're more dealing with the mind, and you're learning how to transform the mind. And you're covering the five different areas of your life, the important areas which, if they don't work well, they become like huge pain points, right? Your own self, clearing your own self, working on your own self, working on your thought process, your inner dialogue, your dreams, your aspirations, connecting with that, removing self sabotage, negative beliefs, and things like that. And then you start, once you're strong in yourself, then you take charge of the other areas of your life, which is your career, which is your wealth, which is your relationships, and your spirituality, right? So you are ready to invest the time in the other stages by going through YouTube videos, by looking at books, or by hearing podcasts and things like that, right? So this, because you have a budget constraint, so you're like, okay, fine, let me get the mind scene right, and let me look at the other stuff, let me get help from outside, right? So the transformation takes longer because you're only working on the mind. But in fact, 99% of the coaches, and I could say that 99.99% of the coaches are only working on the mind. My program is special where you're getting all of these different layers. So yeah, you will get transformation, but it will not be as rapid as those experienced by the silver and the gold tiers, right? So let's just go over quickly. Gold is for someone who's looking for value and who's looking for speed and is willing to invest in expert time, right? Understands the value of that, and is like, yeah, if I transform myself, I can like recover all the money that I'm investing in this, right? Silver is looking for great value. I'm looking for value. I'd rather be in the gold, but I'm still looking for a value program, and I truly want to invest in myself. And these are the 7 tiers. I really want to get this whole blueprint going for myself, right? Now, it's not that you're not going to get any interaction with me. There will be some interaction, but I'll keep that a surprise. Okay, bronze tier. Uh, because I keep that as a surprise because I have a schedule and I have a really tight schedule, so I don't want to commit things that I can't do and can't deliver, right? So I'd rather keep it as a surprise for you. And even for the bronze tiers, you will get some interaction, and I'll keep that as a surprise. Okay, so the bronze tier is on a tight budget, is uh, is short on time, is short on money, but has time. Like gold is short on time but has money, so you can get the drift. And the bronze tier is going to get only these 2 stages, right? And the transformation is going to be rapid, and it's going to be only focused on the mind stage though. But yes, there will be rapid, there will be good transformation, but it'll take longer than silver and the gold tiers, right? So now, one question that people have been asking me, and I've been getting like tons of questions on that, and I think the real question behind that is like, how can I save money and how can I still get value? So I do understand that time and money are really valuable for us, and you got to make the choice that works for you. But now, what is this whole thing about switching between tiers? I get all these questions. uh, can I do bronze for some time, and if it doesn't work out for me, can I switch to silver? Or can I do silver for some time and then can I switch to gold? Or can I do bronze for some time and then silver and then gold? And I'm like, why do you want to drive yourself mad? Why do you want to drive yourself crazy? Why don't you go over the tiers in detail, make a solid decision of what you want to do, be ready to make that investment? Because if you're in bronze, you're always like, oh, if it doesn't work out for me, I'll go into silver. Then even bronze will not work out for you because you're not invested in the bronze. You're like thinking, oh, I want to go for something better, right? And so make a mindful decision. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, silver is the best value. It's like super value if you're looking for a value program. And what happens when you switch from bronze to silver or bronze to gold? The problem is that the modules that you have in bronze are very different from the modules that you have in silver and gold. There are some modules that repeat, but not all of them. But it's not like a same blueprint and it's not the same program, right? So when you switch from bronze and you're like, okay, I don't think I want to do bronze. I think I want to do silver now, right? And I don't know why all this trying out needs to be done. So okay, whatever you decide, I want to do silver now, right? So then your registration in bronze will be cancelled, and then you will be put into the silver tier. And the silver tier, you start from zero. You start from week zero again, right? And then there are some modules that repeat between silver and bronze, and you have to go through those repetitive modules also because all this is driven by software, those modules, and I can't like oh, okay, you move from bronze to silver, so let me cancel these modules for you. I can't do that, right? I don't have the bandwidth for that, and it's not possible in my software and my system. So some modules will repeat for you, and then you'll be like, oh, why did I not join silver right from the beginning? This is, some of the stuff is repeating, but not all of it. But some of the stuff is, a lot of the connect stage stuff is, right? So you would have to repeat some modules. Now, silver to gold, there is no repetition of modules because the entire blueprint is the same. So that transition may be a little easier, but this bronze to silver, bronze to gold, no, doesn't work. It's you'd probably waste more money doing that. Instead of that, you'd rather just join the silver tier and do that for yourself. Now, let me look at some. Let me stop sharing screen. Okay, screen sharing has stopped. Now, are there any questions about this program? Uh, the Ease Academy program that we have. Okay, we have people from Asha Singh is from Kalyan. Thank you. Your pasand is actually Pankaj. So thank you, Pankaj. Urmila Mishra, you're amazing, Namita. And so are you, Urmila. Neelam Sharma, Hare Krishna. Mrila Gupta is a regular person. I recognize her very nicely. Neelam Sharma is from Delhi. She's learned a lot from those sessions. Thank you. Thank you for watching those sessions. Madhu Anil Jain is my relative who's here to. A lot of my relatives pop in, and it's kind of awkward to do my professional work in front of them. But yeah, thank you for being here and encouraging me. Del BLR sounds like Delhi, Bangalore. Okay. I'm in search of God Mukti. By God's grace, I'm contented in my life. My journey is spiritual. How can He help me in this? Okay, good question. We'll get that there. Harsh Gurung, are you using law of attraction to make people sign up for your program? Well, the marketing for this entire I don't like how you put your question, a little bit offending to me. When I did the marketing of this program, I've been very clear in every day. I'm not fooling anyone. It's very clear. You're going to learn manifestation techniques and you're going to learn the whole Ease Academy and you're going to learn the 7-step process of the Ease Academy to see how you can make manifestation work for you. So I've been very clear. I'm not using anything. I'm not cheating anyone. That's not my style. And I'm sorry you felt that way. You can go back and look at all the publicity I've been doing for this whole July 24th to August 5th. And there's nowhere I'm making any false claims. Even today's program, know about the gold, silver, and bronze tiers, plus learn wealth manifestation techniques. So what you see with me is what you get. I'm not using anything for that. I've not cheated anyone. I'm not using anyone for that. Just go and check back all the publicity and you'll see that I do my work with honesty. Yes, Harsh, thank you. Thank you for your question. Okay, next up is let me remove some of this stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay. So next up is there are people who have asked me questions about this program and some other questions that have come that they wanted me to answer in the live. So let me answer that, right? So here I have a question. I'm very disturbed and anxious in my life. I've been consuming anti-anxiety drugs and medicines since the 8 to 9 years. I am 24, but I feel like it's difficult to live in this world. Imagine at the age of 24 to feel like that. I want to get relief and help. Kindly help me. I have suffered and betrayed in relationships all the time when I was doing everything for others as much as I can. And now I have to take an important marriage decision, but still I don't know what to do as my parents say the person is wrong for me, and that person mostly shows no empathy but anger. Yeah, that's a very tough spot to be in when mentally you're not feeling good and you feel like you've suffered and betrayed in relationships, and now you have to make a decision in marriage, but your parents think that that person has no empathy for you and is only angry. So, what is your question? Your question is what should you do in this situation and how can ease help you? So, what should you be doing in this situation? If I were you, what would I do in that situation? I would not take the pressure of getting married until I am healed and whole myself. Because when I am healed and whole, I will make the right choice. But if I'm in this whole stage of confusion and anxiety and not knowing if something is right for me or not, I might not make such a good decision when I'm not clear in my head. So I'll first become clear in my head, and then I'll make the decision of what I want to do in my life. So, first focus is to take care of yourself and heal. And I would definitely not marry someone who shows no empathy, because then they're mostly like sociopaths or narcissists who don't have empathy, and they can really make they can be very toxic and they can actually make you suffer a lot. So make that evaluation and take that decision. And then your next question is how can you get relief and help, right? So follow a holistic program which includes your body, your energy, and your mind to heal yourself and work on yourself. And when you do this holistically, you're going to work, right? So if you just work on changing your thought processes, it takes time. But if you work also on clarifying your energy and also on clarifying your body, truly understanding your psychophysical nature and healing yourself through astrology and Ayurveda and doing all of that, you're going to find a lot of relief. In the Ease program, you you actually get this all in the silver and the gold tiers. So that is what is helpful for you. So first thing is don't marry until you are healed and whole because you may attract the wrong person, you may make the wrong choice, and that's not going to be healthy for you. And yeah, and take care of yourself, heal yourself, and move forward. And what can the Ease program get to you? The Ease program can help you get a holistic system to heal yourself, right? The next question is just a moment. I have some more people here. Uh, Sprouting Ideas, Deepthi Bhatt from Dubai. I totally trust and understand your course. Looking forward for a great experience. Thank you. So Deepthi Bhatt had, I think you sent a question also. Bindia, hi Namita Didi. Hi Bindia Didi. Glory of the Soul, Hare Krishna. Urmila Mishra, are manifestation techniques covered in bronze too? Very good question. No. As I showed you in the diagram of the 7 stages in the bronze tier, you only get the connect and the reframe stage, not the manifestation techniques, because there's no point doing the manifestation if you haven't worked, done a complete overhaul of yourself. बिंदिया आई एम फ्रॉम ओडिशा मेरे को हिंदी आती है तो मेरे को कैसे ज्वाइन करूं प्लीज रिप्लाई दीदी द प्रोग्राम इज इन इंग्लिश बिंदिया बिंदिया ये प्रोग्राम जो है ये पूरा इंग्लिश में है तो इसके लिए इंग्लिश की बेसिक जानकारी होना जरूरी है अभी तक हमने हिंदी के बारे में सोचा नहीं है इसको कैसे हम हिंदी में कन्वर्ट करें तो अभी आप रुक जाइए अभी ये प्रोग्राम शायद आपको ना फिट बैठे क्योंकि लैंग्वेज अलग है Okay, Ajay Rao, so nicely guiding people. Thank you so much. Uh, okay, let me go back to the questions that I've received. Okay, the question is, oh, this is all the way from Australia. I have a good family. Good to hear that. I have a good job. I have good money and all the comforts one can wish for. Wonderful. I'm happy for you. However, I always have a feeling that I'm not satisfied or contented in life. I feel that I'm not connected with myself and my purpose in life. I'm not living my purpose. Can this program help me identify my dharma or my purpose in this life, which will help me live with meaning and satisfaction? So, what you will learn in this program is about your nature. You'll understand your nature through Ayurveda and astrology. And also, the recommendations are there in those course modules about what kind of jobs and what kind of work are these people suited to. And if you like, you could join the program. And then if you like, you could also become a coach if you find that interesting. But so, yeah, going back to your question, when you join the Ease Academy, you truly understand your nature. And you truly, one thing is you understand your nature through, your psychophysical nature. The second thing you also understand is as you go through various introspection exercises, and I believe this person is interested in silver, as you go through various different stages of the program, you're going to get more and more insights about yourself. More and more, your energy is going to be clear, and more your, what you want to do in the future is going to become more and more clear to you. So that's how this can help. But finally, it's going to be your journey, and it's going to be your exploratory journey. And questions can be asked on the Facebook group. I will be choosing the silver program, same person's question, which I understand is a less interactive one. Will I receive feedback from you on submitted assignments? If not live calls, but communication via emails? No, it's impossible for me to offer that service at that budget. Uh, it gets expensive. Then I have to hire other coaches to do that, and then they have to pass on the cost to you and make the program expensive. Right now, we've kept it very simple. There is no submission of assignments. These are downloadable things that you do. That's number one. The second thing is any questions you have, and also we do have, every time you get the emails about the work that you need to do, the exercise and you do. Once you complete that, we tell you to go and post on the Facebook group that, hey, I completed this with a particular hashtag, and you use that hashtag, and then we can track those hashtags. And then also, if you have any questions or any learnings or any sharing, any insights, you can all put that on the group. Questions will be answered by us over there on the group itself. So that's the level of service we can offer. We're not able to offer email communication or WhatsApp chats or that one-on-one stuff. We're not able to offer. That becomes more like a one-on-one coaching program. So sorry about not being able to fulfill that expectation, because then we have to raise the price for you. It won't be $75 or 5,500 rupees. It's going to be much more than that, right? I have some speech issue which I had been working on for years and multiple programs, but no luck. Will this program help me overcome it through mindset change and speech organ improvement? So, speech issues can be there for various reasons. Now, anything connected to fear of speaking, anything connected to any kind of inbuilt inner scripts which are unhelpful in your, which are contributing to your fear of speaking or the speech issues, those you can address through the program, especially the first three tiers, the align, the heal, and the reframe, and of course even the communicate. If it's a psychological issue where you don't know how to communicate, that is taken care of over there. But if it's like an organ issue, no, we can't promise that. There's no medical stuff happening over here where you could develop an organ by this. We're not into that. But yeah, there will be a lot of stuff that you'll do on your throat chakra, and you could use that. And there are guided meditations around that. Of course, there are guided meditations for each chakra each week, so you could use that and and try to help yourself through those guided meditations. You get those audio files, you can download them and keep them for life, right? What's the next thing? What level of astrological guidance I will receive through the Silver program? Great question. The astrological guidance you would receive is you would learn how to read your chart to the extent of understanding your basic nature. We're not teaching astrology. This is not an astrology course. If anyone from whoever's watching is looking for an astrology course, please find an astrology course for yourself. This program is not for that. It's not going to help you for that, right? And so, what level of astrological guidance you will understand how the planetary transit periods affect you. You'll understand how different during the time of the day, how it your personality is affected. You'll understand how to read your nature from your own chart, and then also connect that with proper balancing techniques. You'll be able to read your nature. You'll be able to see what the imbalances are, and you'll learn how to do the balancing technique. So we're not creating astrologers here. There's very basic knowledge, but enough to help you understand yourself. And that's the same thing that I use in my one-on-one coaching when I'm working with my clients, that I look at the chart in a certain way that I can help them. I am not an astrologer, and I don't look at other people's charts. It's only if at all I need to look at a client's chart, and that also only to understand their nature. So what I know, you're going to know. You're going to learn that. Okay. Other than negative thoughts, beliefs, cleansing, how the chakra aura alignment will help me with identifying my dharma or purpose in life. Your dharma or purpose in life is also your private matter. So we can help you with the cleansing, we can help you with the understanding, we can help you with overcoming the negative beliefs, etc., so that you can be fearless in doing what you really want to do. We all have an inner voice that's guiding us, telling us, but we create a lot of these inhibitions, and we stop ourselves from doing that. So when you work on all those inhibitions, those are actually a big, major thing. And dharma and purpose is also discovered by actually doing stuff. So when we actually start doing certain things in our life, we take decisions, and when we see how we feel and how inspired we feel, it's not going to come just at the mental level where we sit and think about it. We have to actually start doing different things so that we understand what do we feel truly connected with. So yes, your whole understanding of knowing your nature is one major part. So you have negative and thoughts, belief, and cleansing of your entire aura. Limiting beliefs are removed from your energy system and all of that. And you're also understanding your nature. Now, it's like if someone identifies their nature to be a super friendly and people's person, but that's what they identify with the East program. But then they are a microbiologist testing urine samples in the lab, right? Now, how depressed and disturbed are they going to be doing that? Because they understand that they get energized by people, they get energized by being with people, they get energized by leadership. See, if someone understands that, oh, my entire nature is of being a leader, but here I am, being this like 10th level subordinate, not having any decision making capacity in my life, or not being given that freedom in my life, right? So you're going to be depressed and sad about it. So once you know your nature, you also get better at taking risks, because when you live in alignment with your nature, then you're on steroids, and you're able to do whatever you need to do in your life to, and be able to take the risk, try out different things, and move forward in your life, right? Okay. Hi, is it possible that though I start with bronze tier, and if I feel the need after a month or so, switch to the silver or the gold tier? Ooh, I answered this question. I'm going to answer it again. The bronze tier modules are not similar to the silver and the gold modules. So if you decide after 3 months, oh, I don't think I want bronze, I want silver, then you'll be unenrolled from bronze, you'll be re-enrolled into silver. Some modules are going to repeat. So the transition is not going to be like how the transition is from silver to gold, where the modules are the same. It's just that you're adding on a coaching layer, right? That's not how the bronze to silver transition works. The bronze, in fact, let me tell you a little bit. The bronze tier was added uh, like like around 2.5 months ago. I thought that I needed something even more budget for people who are looking for help, but they're looking needing a budget program. So that's where I developed the whole bronze tier, from the connect and the rewrite your inner script stages, and also taking care of the 5 areas of life over the entire year, right? So that's how it was developed. So it's a little different from the silver and the gold tiers. You don't get the entire blueprint. And therefore, when you transition, it doesn't work very well because you'll be repeating stuff and then you'll be like, oh, I'm wasting money. So if you're like thinking about silver, you better do start with the silver. Or whatever you're thinking, take your time. I have uploaded this video I created about all these different tiers. Watch it a few times. Look at the ease manifestation path video on the same page and make your decision, right? Uh, Thank you, Namita ji. If I ever want to cancel my membership after a year, I can just do it through the portal. Yes, you have a login area where you can go and you can go to the credit card information and you can cancel, uh, as you said, after a year. But you can cancel whenever you want. Now, the way it works is if you cancel now, then, like say today, then from the next billing period, your billing will stop. But whatever has been paid has been paid. There's no prorating of the fees. That, oh, I canceled mid-month, so now give me, I need my half month's money back. No, we can't do that. So if you want to cancel, make that decision at the right time so that, before the next billing period starts, you cancel it in advance. Okay. Oh, okay. Someone has a very personal question. I did a love marriage without the consent of my parents, but now my parents have accepted me and my husband because he's a really nice man. But I still feel I did something wrong because I didn't listen to my parents. And because of that, my spiritual and material progress is blocked. And I cry that I cheated my parents and especially my mom because, and she used to uplift us, she sacrificed everything. And then she did some past life regression where she found out that she had cheated her spouse and she had an extramarital affair, and her lover's partner was very frustrated and angry with her and gave her a lot of mental pain. And she has given a lot of mental pain to many people in her past life, especially her own mother. And that's why all those, that hurt and the confusion and sadness is what she's carrying with. She's trying to take astrological remedies, which are working very well. Great, good to do that. As these remedies are spiritually directed, wonderful. But still, there is some pain because I feel very low in my energy and disinterested in any kind of work, always feeling sleepy and weak. Yeah, your emotions from the past life transfer to your current life. What can you do? So, you need to work on your thought process. You need to think about all this guilt that is there and all this agony that is there. Any disturbed emotional state is usually because of our thoughts. So you have to look at which thoughts are affecting your emotional state and how what you can do to change those thoughts. And you're asking me which tier in the Ease Academy would work for you. Well, since you are taking astrological remedies, etc., I mean, I would recommend bronze or silver, but I'd leave that choice to you based on what your budget is. I'm telling you, the most popular program is silver. It's actually great value for money, and it actually brings in a deep level of transformation. But I'd leave that call to you, and to make that call. Okay. Yes. Some more questions here. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to go up. आप हिंदी में कब तक शुरू कर पाएंगी? मृदुला गुप्ता, आई डोंट नो, आई एम लिटिल, काफी बिजी हूँ मैं, काफी सारे काम रहते हैं, काफी पेंडिंग काम रहते हैं, काफी अ, समय नहीं मिल पा रहा है आप अभी, लेकिन जब भी होगा मृदुला जी, आई टेल यू, you'll be the first person to know. Shravya Koride, how can we manifest wealth in life? We will learn that. We will learn some basic techniques around that now, right? Vritti Sharma, I'm sorry, I know you did cover this, but could I please request you to advise as to how astrology would be used in the course? I just talked about it. I'll do this one more time. Um, In the align stage, you're going to learn how you're going to use astrology to understand your psychophysical nature. And why is it called the aligned stage? Because the more you understand your psychophysical nature through astrology and Ayurveda, the more you're going to learn how to balance yourself, all the imbalances that have come in from your root nature, and you're going to learn various techniques to do that. So that's how you're going to use astrology. You're not going to learn how to predict. You're not going to learn how to know when you're getting married or how your children will be, or when is what going to happen and why you have difficulties in your life. No, none of that is covered. What is covered is to know what your nature is and how through different stages of life, different ages, your nature keeps changing because of astrology. And how do you, what is the core nature that doesn't change, but what are the other changes that happen? And then how do you deal with those time periods when your nature is different from what your core nature is and what you can do to have remedies and balance? So that's what you're going to learn. Okay. That's how much I know. And that's what I'm going to teach you because I have focused mainly on trying to helping people, like understanding a person's nature and the imbalances that are there. So that's what you're going to learn. Okay. Glory of soul. मैम आपने हरे कृष्णा एपिसोड में आरीबीटी थेरेपी के बारे में बताया था मैंने सर्च किया मैम मुझे तो लगा कि मेरे थॉट प्रोसेस में प्रॉब्लम है तो मैम मैं कौन सा कोर्स बेस्ट होगा that part is done in great detail in the silver. But if you only want to work on your thought process, see, I can't tell people what to do because आपकी जो budget है, you have to do it according to that, right? And I don't want people to be under mental pressure and then like killing themselves and signing up for this, right? You need to pele up, you take care of your finances properly, take care of all of that properly, right? So if you have the budget, go for the silver because that's the best. But if you have budget constraints and the bronze tier is only working on your thoughts, only on the mind. But again, the thoughts also need to be worked at the energy level and the psychophysical level. All that will not happen in the bronze. So yeah, select based on your budget. Okay, next is दीदी कब स्टेट करेंगे प्लीज बताइए ओके आई विल टेल यू व्हेन द हिंदी प्रोग्राम विल स्टार्ट Urmila Mishra, Namita, I'm confused while looking for the goal of life. I was an extremely ambitious girl, but over time, challenges I have faced is like I have lost either myself, my goals, desires, not sure what I can do. How could bronze tier help me as I can't go beyond that? Good question, good clarity. Appreciate that you're clear on how can the bronze tier help you. So yeah, uh, a lot of us, our natures change because of the hard knocks of life, that we've gone through. And what we want to go back to is going back to who we really are, right? Now, how could the bronze tier help you in that? The bronze tier can help you in first truly connecting with yourself. The first stage, the things that you do in the bronze tier is only about the mind, but within that is divided over a period of time, right? So the beginning for a long period of time, you're only working on aligning with yourself, self-partnering, self-love. And by the way, whatever I'm talking about in the bronze is all there in silver and gold. Okay. Silver and gold has more extra stuff, but whatever is there in the bronze is going to happen in silver and gold as well. So you're fully trying to, I talk about self-partnering a lot. I talk about self-compassion a lot. I talk about self-love a lot. I talk about being fearless, about facing your fears. I talk about boundaries. I talk about, you know, rising up, being courageous, right? I talk about all these things. So the first part of the bronze is what you're only doing that. You're working on strengthening your core, strengthening yourself, removing stuff that's not useful for you. Okay. And then once you are strong, and we also have a sankalpa exercise, we also have visualization exercises in bronze, which are also there in gold and silver, where you actually visualize very freely about what is it that you want to do. So you're learning how to deeply connect with yourself. And every week you're getting the next step to do in that, right? And that helps you get clarity to become the person who you used to be, right? What you used to be before you got married, before you had children, like when you were a student, you're all excited about life and all. So you want to get back to that, right? And so that's what you're going to work on. Now, once you worked on that, then you're going to start focusing on your mindset towards your career. Because a lot of our mindset changes. When we change our mindset, a lot of stuff outside of our lives change also because how we approach our career changes. You learn about your mindset towards your wealth and changing that mindset towards your wealth, right? And actually doing the work that you need to do So it's like a lot of introspection, a lot of thinking, a lot of going back into history, and a lot of forward steps. Okay, I did that in the past. This is not the best way to do it. This is the pattern I have, and I'm going to change this pattern, right? So that's what you're going to do in bronze. And then you also work on your relationships. uh, there are times when we don't know how to be with certain people. There are times when we don't know how to protect ourselves. So what does it look like to have a healthy relationship where you take care of yourself and you take care of other people? Usually, what happens is we're all so busy taking care of others, we don't take care of ourselves. Or we only take care of ourselves, we don't do our responsibility towards others. But how do you get that balance? What is that right balance? And then focusing on your spirituality, right? So that's how Urmila, that's how it's going to take care of, right? Okay. Neha Saraf, can we become a coach also? Yes, you can. So there's an Ease Academy. So this is Ease Academy that we're talking about. That there's an Ease Coach School. So you can also become a coach. Sign up over there. I already have students becoming coaches, and they're actually doing very well. And I'm very happy to see their progress. So yeah, you could become a coach too. And those of you who are in the silver and the gold tiers, who then decide like, hey, I think I really like this. I also want to become a coach. Then we can arrange that transition for you. Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. Some more questions here. Manju Negi, I feel like I am less from other people. How can I overcome this? By connecting with yourself, by connecting with knowing that there is nothing less or more, that we're all unique, we're all different, and we're all truly lovable by the Lord. The Lord loves us unconditionally. We're truly lovable, we're unconditionally lovable by the Lord, and the Lord loves us unconditionally. When we connect with God's love for us, it's actually an amazing thing. Think about it, that God loves you unconditionally. Doesn't matter if you're perfect or not, you're less than others or not, whether you are the prime minister or not, whether you're the most good-looking supermodel or actress or not. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter. God loves all of us equally and unconditionally. So the more we connect with that, the more we come to peace with ourselves, and the more we're able to take care of ourselves. Yes. Urmila is also looking at spirituality, cleaning, meditation, and prayer with organization I'm connected to. So let me tell one thing, right? If along with whatever spiritual practices you're doing, if you're not growing in your emotional maturity and uh, in your self partnering, then spiritual practices help you grow, but they don't help you feel better. And we tend to use spiritual practices as a place so that we can feel better. But you need to graze your spiritual maturity, but we also need to work on our emotional maturity. So that's something you want to focus on. Okay, Glory of Soul, I took your question. ओके, मृदुला गुप्ता, क्या सबकी डेस्टिनी फिक्स होती है तो फिर पेरेंट्स को वरीड नहीं होना चाहिए? ट्रू है क्या? ये क्या करें? As I said earlier, बंदे की मेहनत को किस्मत का सादर प्रणाम है. So your destiny is there. So there is daiva and there's purushartha. So there is destiny, but there is effort also. And if we really become good character people, spiritual minded people, and we make an effort, then the planets have to give you a result which is beyond your destiny. So it's not, of course, destiny has a big role, but your own effort also has a big role. And it's wrong to assume that, oh, this was all like, if somebody tells you that, hey, in 4 years you're going to become a big person, what would you do? Would you just wait for yourself to become a big person, or would you put in an effort? I would put in an effort. And why would I put in an effort? Because without that effort, I would probably become such a big person in 4 years. But if I put in the effort, I'm going to I'm going to reach higher. So we can't just wait for destiny to make things happen. We need to do things. And as a parent, when we get worried about our children, what I like to tell my clients is that instead of focusing on the result, focus on the effort. I was just speaking with one of my assistant coaches, and she's supporting one of my coaches' family. Sorry, one of my clients' family. So she was getting a little like, oh, I don't know if I tell them, and then would they learn on it or not? I said no. Whether if they learn or not, that's up to them. The point is that have you given your effort to it? Have you put in your full effort to it, in giving them the tools, giving them the resources, fine tuning the message so that they understand the message, right? So I train coaches also. So then she got it, right. So it's not, so as a parent also, we are going to think about, am I doing my duty properly? Now, whether something happens or not, whether the child comes out as the dreams that we have or not is a different thing, because that's also the child's effort and their destiny and their attitude and so many things, right? But have I done my effort is what I'm going to judge myself. I'm not going to judge myself based on the result. So that takes a lot of pressure off. I hope that helps. uh okay. Man, I'm in search of God Mukti. By God's grace, I'm contented in my life. My journey is spiritual. How can He help me in this? That's a good question. So the way I understand and what I've understood from my seniors in spirituality is there are different stages, right? So in the bhakti, the Vaidhi sadhana bhakti process that people, most of us follow, we have different stages that become from Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, um, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, and Prema. Right? Prema is the highest stage of love for God, right? And Shraddha is the beginning stage. So you have Shraddha, then you have Bhajan Kriya, where we do all our practices. And Sadhu Sangha, we take association of like minded spiritual people. And then we have Anartha Nivritti, which is Anartha is anything that is not of value is called as Anartha. Anything of value is Artha, anything that is not of value is Anartha. So ease can help you with that Anartha Nivritti process to understand what your conditioning is, to understand how you need to overcome that conditioning, which is unhelpful to you. So each of those modules are also, there is a spiritual basis to each of those modules, and that's explained in each of those modules also. So it's not like it's always, all those modules are again connected to the highest goal. You learn the full science, you learn how it applies to you, you learn everything. And then there is, towards the end of each module, it's all about how do you connect this to your higher goal, right? So you could use ease as a process of purifying yourself, because we need to purify ourselves so that we can grow higher in spirituality to get that mukti, to get that moksha. So ease can help you in that. I hope that answers your question. Okay, if there are no more questions, then let's get to some interesting stuff, which is about manifesting money. Uh, and let's talk about that. Okay, some more questions here. Okay. No, this is not a question. SKJ, I love your discourses on Hare Krishna TV. You've changed my life in many good ways. Thanks a bunch, ma'am. And thank you for being here. You all have changed my life also. I suddenly have this huge expanded family that I feel connected to. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. And we're all changing each other's life. Prasad is saying Hare Krishna. Mridula is saying thanks, Namita ji. Okay, everyone's saying thank you, and we all love you, and we all love each other. Okay, so let's go back to. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to that one thing that we were going to talk about. And we were going to talk about the art of manifesting money, right? Now, wealth is an important thing. We should not, because even if you look at it from a dharma point of view, spiritual growth point of view, you need wealth so that you can take care of your needs, you can take care of your family, and you can be focused in your dharma, in going forward in your spirituality, right? If your needs are not taken care of, then you get disturbed. So wealth is an important feature, and we want to manifest the wealth that we need in our lives, and at least get the wealth that we deserve, that's there according to our destiny, because sometimes we block things from coming to us because of our own thought process. We deserve something, but we block it because of our own thought process. So what can you do to manifest wealth in your life, right? So let's look at okay. Now let's start with 1 minute. This is not structured so well. Let me just increase the font here so that you all can see and read well in the slides when I show them. Okay, yeah, we're good. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, now I'm again doing something which is not something which I'm great at, but I'm going to do it. Okay, give me a moment. We're here to share the screen of PowerPoint, which is a different ball game a little bit, but we're going to do it. And here we go. So the first thing, we're all excited. We're going to look at how can we manifest wealth in our life, right? So how do you? So first thing is in manifesting wealth is, as I talked about on Monday, is we all have a lot of limiting beliefs, and we all have a lot of limiting beliefs about a lot of different things. The stuff below the iceberg. Remember on day one I talked about. So, with regard to your wealth manifestation, even if outside you're trying to visualize and say, yes, I'm doing well and I want wealth and I deserve everything, we have to look at what limiting beliefs we have, right? If we have those limiting beliefs, then wealth manifestation will not happen, right? This slide These slides are from the manifestation module that you get in the East program. Okay. And that's how beautiful I like to make my slides look. Okay. So let's look at, uh, okay. Now let's look at now this slide is not from that, but these are some notes that you get. Now, money doesn't grow on trees. Now let's look at your limiting belief. Do you have these limiting beliefs? The first one, right? I'm just giving you an example. Money doesn't grow on trees and it is therefore extremely difficult to acquire, right? Money doesn't grow on trees. It's very difficult to get money. It doesn't come easily, right? Or the idea that money can't buy happiness, or that the limiting belief, oh, nobody in my family ever had so much money, so I don't think I can ever be rich. Or being rich is only for a few people. It's not for people like me. Only there are like different people who can be rich. I cannot be rich, right? And I can't be a rich and a good person at the same time, right? So start thinking, start telling me about. I want to start getting some feedback in chat. How many of you have any limiting beliefs about money, right? Come on, tell me in chat. Do you have any of these limiting beliefs around money? Money doesn't grow on trees. I can't have money. Being rich is only for Mukesh Ambani. I can't be rich. Uh, Money doesn't give happiness, and if I get money, I'm going to become a bad person. Do you carry anything like that? Or tell me what your limiting beliefs are in chat. Come on, come on, come on. I'm looking for answers here. I'm looking to interact with all of you. Do any of you have these limiting beliefs around money? Nobody has any limiting beliefs around money? Great. Okay, then maybe I should move to the next slide, right? So not the next slide. Let's move to the next topic. Now, if you have some of these limiting beliefs around money, then you want to shift that. You have to work on that. Now, what is the opposite? Okay, Urmila Mishra has a thing that is very difficult to acquire. Good one. Yeah. Saurav Kumar had second opinion that money can't buy happiness. Okay. Ajay Raut feels that yes, money is limiting for knowledge. If I get money, then I won't be after the dharmic knowledge. Okay. Lavanya Bali, very true. Constantly feel that I am not blessed enough to be rich. I know. Look, all of these are limiting beliefs. Vriti Sharma says money doesn't stay with me for long. See, that's your limiting belief. You're thinking like that and it's going to happen. If you think like that, it's going to happen. Kavya is saying, I think people who have wealth are abundantly getting more, and my God, only they keep getting, and I get nothing. What's happening to me? Right? Okay. Saurav Kumar had self-realization that money can't buy happiness. Yeah, money can't buy you happiness, but money can make your life comfortable so that you can focus on what you want to focus on. Your spiritual goals. Looks Saurav is in that sense, right? Mandeep Saini, yeah, scriptures say we should not run after money, and I'm not teaching you how to run after money, right? That's not my principle either. But I do understand for protecting dharma, you need artha. So whether you want to protect dharma at a country level or society level, that dharma will be protected where there is some artha, there is some money there to protect it. And even in your own life, if you want to protect your dharmic practices and if you want to be comfortable in growing in your spiritual growth, you need enough money, you need wealth to keep your life comfortable so that you're not worried about your basics and so that you can focus on that, right? So that's my attitude of money. Money is necessary but can't buy happiness. Wonderful, Vizla Gupta. Yeah, okay. So these are different people, and um, uh, so let's look at some of these inner beliefs that we have, right? Now, and the thing is, we want to have some affirmations here, right? Earning money is possible for me as well. Right, that's one way to change your thought process. It's not only for the rich. It's not only for those, right? So someone said that, oh, money doesn't stay with me for a long time. You have to start thinking the opposite. Yes, money stays with me for a long time. Money likes to stay with me, right? It's Lakshmi Devi, right? I'm a money magnet. Everything I touch turns to gold. That's now you say it in the language that you like. Okay, I'm not telling you to use the same language, but use it in the language you like. The second, but you're not able to say that I'm a money magnet. Okay, I feel awkward saying that I'm not there yet. Okay, then you can start saying that I am releasing any and all negative thoughts and emotions about money, right? And I'm happy and free to visualize my dreams. So if you have these negative beliefs, but you're not able to say I'm a money magnet, it feels too cheap to use, not in line with your culture, then you can say something like, I am releasing any and all negative beliefs that I have about money, and I am happy and free to visualize my dreams and to realize my dreams, right? You could say that, or you could say, I'm creating all the money I want and need to accomplish everything I want to do in life. So I will get the money I need and I will be able to accomplish everything I want. Okay. I am making positive choices about what to do with my money and enjoying the energy of abundance that it reflects, right? So I am making positive choices about money, about what to do with my money, and I'm enjoying the energy of the abundance it reflects, right? So we need to have a positive relationship with money. It's Lakshmi Devi, right? And she's so we worship her, we take her blessings, and of course, we don't worship Lakshmi alone, we worship with Narayan. And when Lakshmi Devi is there, we feel protected and we have a sense of worth and we're able to do what we want to do. And we're also able to protect our spirituality and do our spirituality easily, right? So, okay, so look at some of your beliefs and look at some of the stuff that you have around money and see if you could replace some of these things around money that you have. Now, Saurabh Kumar is telling that he had the second opinion just weeks earlier after having self realization that I have the potency that whatever I choose or opt in any field could change it into gold. Wonderful, Saurabh. I had this positive belief after having self realization thanks to your videos, ma'am. Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Makes my service all the more sweeter. Right? So, are we clear so far? We have some negative beliefs about money. We've identified those. All of us have, tried to figure it out. But we need to replace them with some of these beliefs, right? So I'm just repeating some of these beliefs here. I am a money magnet. Everything I touch turns to gold. I'm releasing any and all negative thoughts and emotions about money, and I am happy and free to visualize my dreams. Or I'm creating all the money I want and the need to accomplish everything I need to do in my life, right? I'm making positive choices about what to do with my money, and I'm enjoying the energy of abundance. Money comes to me easily. Lakshmi Devi comes to me easily, right? And I worship Lakshmi Devi. Someone saying here, I think calling Lakshmi Devi is more positive than the word money. Yeah, so we usually say, oh, I have to give you Lakshmi Devi, or I have to take so much Lakshmi Devi from you, or I have to deposit Lakshmi in the bank, right? When you start saying that, then you don't think of money as a thing to use. You learn how to respect money, and we're coming to that. Okay, so you don't have like this negative connotation about money. Money is bad. No, money is not bad. Uh, okay, let's look at the next slide. Now, what can you do? Right. So now you're trying to change your script. Now, these are my notes. These are not the actual slides that are there, but those pink ones, those beautiful ones are what are there in the actual course. Okay, sorry. Now I tend to get a little lost here. One minute. Let me get back to so I can see what you're saying, right? Now, many times you have this old script and you're trying to practice this new script, right? But the negative thoughts keep coming, right? I don't deserve it. Money is not good. Money is bad. Money brings evil. All of that. No, it doesn't bring any of that, right? So how do you flip it? Now, suppose you worry that I don't think I'll ever be successful enough to make money. Then firmly tell yourself, everyone can be successful enough to make huge amounts of money, right? So all this fear energy that we have, I don't know this will happen, I don't know if that will happen, that again doesn't make your manifestation work. Someone had asked a question on the first day that I do all that, but I have self-doubt, and will that affect my manifestation? Yes, it will, right? So firmly tell yourself, everyone can be successful enough to make huge amounts of it, right? Okay, now let me stop sharing the screen, or maybe not. Let me see what is there. Okay, did I stop sharing? No, just a moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, right? Now you want to banish the fear of success in your life. Now you may flip the script, you may do all of that, and then Lakshmi Devi starts coming to you in abundance. Then you want to, but you're still like, oh, I'm getting successful, I'm getting so scared. No, I don't want any of this. Let me shut all of this down. I'm gonna shut this thing. I don't want any of that, right? A lot of us have fear of success. A lot of us have fear of being in the limelight. A lot of us have fear of making enemies because we're successful, right? So now you want to start writing down, why are you so scared about getting more money, right? Some of the things could be, oh, people could use me for my wealth, or oh, what if I'm not happy even if I'm rich? Or for each fear that you have, oh, people will use me, or all that money will go away, or I'll become corrupted, oh, my relationships will get spoiled with people, or oh, if I have too much money, I won't think about spirituality. No, it's possible to do both. It's just that you don't want to get too attached to the money, but it doesn't mean that if you have money, you'd get lost, right? You want to have the right attitude towards the money. Or what if I'm not happy when I'm rich, right? Now, for each fear, you want to think about where is this coming from? Is it something my mom used to say, or is it something my granddad said, or is this something I heard from my teacher, or is this something I heard somewhere? Like, did someone in the past give you this message? Did it come from your social setting? I want you to note the source because more often than not, you'll note that the source is not you. This is not your thought process, it's coming from somewhere else. Now, whoever it's coming from, think about their life. If they've given that thought process to you, or you've taken that thought process from them, think about how happy they are in their life and whether that thought process helped them achieve whatever they wanted to achieve. Even if it was spirituality, did it help them go there? No. So then do you want to make that as an example for yourself, right? Now, for each worry that you have in your mind, you want to start writing down an answer for that, right? Uh, if your worry is, what if people use me for my wealth? And I know a lot of rich people, a lot of different people, right? One of like a lot of my clients also, they uh, they don't know who to trust because everyone's after their money, right? So they get scared around that. But what I like to tell them is that, okay, I still have the wisdom to know my false friends from my true friends, no matter how wealthy I am. So if your fear is, oh, if I become too rich, then I won't have true friends and I'll get cheated and all of that, then tell yourself, no, I will still have the wisdom to know the difference between who my true friend and my false friend is. The second thing is, what if I'm not happy even when I'm rich? Well, who told you you're going to become happy when you're rich? You need the money, you need the Lakshmi Devi to keep your life comfortable, to bring abundance, to bring some pleasure, so that you can focus on your true purpose in life, your higher aim in life, and your higher focus in life, and to keep your family happy and comfortable. And if you're still not happy, there are a lot of contributing factors that make you unhappy. Your own thought process makes you unhappy. So we've got to work on that. So I'll deal with it, right? So telling yourself that. The third step, so what have we done so far? We first identified our limiting beliefs around money, right? And we're trying to replace it with positive affirmations. And then you're flipping your script, right? Any negative thought, you're immediately telling yourself, I can do it. No, don't worry. I can be successful enough. Everyone can be successful enough, right? The fear of success, you're going to flip that around. You have to answer that objection in your mind. And you want to visualize your wealth as if you've already achieved it, right? Now, there's a scientific reason for that. I talked about quantum energy. I talked about quantum physics. I talked about the example of that the chicks and that robot, and how just because of their thoughts and thinking that the robot is their mother, they were able to change the path of the robot, right? So their thoughts was able to influence matter. So when you start visualizing as if you already have the money, all see everything is quantum energy. Your future is there out there as quantum energy particles, right? But when you visualize your wealth as if you already have it, then all of those quantum energy particles come together to make it happen for you because that's the thought energy you're giving out. And that's the physics of it, right? So you want to visualize it as if you already have it. Spend some, so do, see, the thing is, you only learn visualization, but you don't learn how to deal with all of these beliefs. And when you don't deal with these beliefs, you just do visualization, it doesn't happen because internally the iceberg is still about all of these negative beliefs. So you want to do the visualization, you want to learn how to flip those negative beliefs, you want to flip the script inside, you want to banish the fear of success, and then visualize. Spend some time visualizing the wealth that you need. Visualize the life that you would have with that wealth as if you already achieved it. And think about what service you would do once you are that wealthy, right? And what service you're doing now. So start visualizing that. And one very important key in making any of the law of attraction work for you is gratitude for what you have, right? So being grateful for all that you have in your life, right? It's very easy to complain. It's very easy to look at stuff that you don't have. I think my conditioning is to look at stuff that I have. I don't have the conditioning to look at what I don't have because I like to be happy. And when I look at what I have, I'm always happy, right? And I'm always grateful for what I have. And that's something that was given to me as a gift by my parents. And that's how they are. And that's how I am. I don't look at what I don't have. I look at what I have. And that's what keeps me happy. And I remain grateful for what I have. So the more grateful we are, the more chances are that you whatever you want is going to come to you because see, you're praying to the Lord, you're praying to the deities, you're praying to the universe, you're visualizing, you're sending out all of these messages, but if you're not grateful for what they're giving to you, like there's this one kid, I like to give that kid presents, I like to give a lot of different children presents, but that kid is never happy with any present, whether it's my present or someone else's present. So do you feel I feel inspired to get that kid presents? No, I don't, because they're never going to be happy. I know they're still a kid and all, but it's still I don't feel inspired to give them. I should get them those gifts and all, but It's not with my full heart because I don't know they'll be happy and I know they're going to criticize and they're going to complain. So that's exactly how even the law of attraction works. If you're grateful, you manifest more. But if you're complaining, that's what you're going to attract, because then they're like, okay, why should I give it to them? They're anyway not grateful for what they want and what I'm giving them. And the last thing you want to believe in is that things come easily to you, right? As we said, money comes only by hard work. It takes a lot to make money. You have to say, money comes easily to me. Things come easily to me. You have to start believing that and start seeing how things change. But for that, you have to work on all your inner scripts and you have to work on all these different things that we've talked about so far, right? Okay. Some more stuff and let me end. Yes. Okay, so we have talked about, as promised, the law of attraction. We've talked about manifestation. If you want these notes, then I'll send them to you tomorrow to all those people who have registered, and you'll all get these these points as as a one PDF that you could use and for yourself. So all those who haven't signed up yet could sign up by going here. Wow, it's getting really hot with these lights here. Can't turn them off. Okay. Yeah. So this is East Academy. When you click live, go to live webinar there, you click on that. You can, there's a big blue button over there. If you click on that, you'll get all the resources from me. Also on that page, there is also this big blue button, which talks about if you want to know more about the membership tiers of the Ease Academy and how you can become the best, your own best version and live your best life, manifest your best life, then and learn those 7 steps that I've been talking about, then you can register. There's an early bird bonus for all those who join in on 1st August when the cart opens, and we'll go from there. Saurabh Kumar is, does this really happen according to physics? Yes, I covered that. This whole field of quantum physics that's already been doing a lot of research on that from the 1920s. 1980s, there were some experiments that were done that I talked about on the second day, I believe. And yeah, Priya is saying, ma'am, I received your communications, but not any of the PDFs. The PDFs are links in that same email. So when you click on that link, you download. I haven't sent them as an attachment. I even sent it out in the email that went out today to all of you for the publicity about this today. So yeah, so you have that. What if you don't feel like having family and then feel for whom to earn? So sounds like you're single, you don't feel like having family, don't have it. And then you feel like for whom to earn. You earn for yourself. You earn to do charity. You earn so that you can do big projects in helping others and serving others, right? And also when you work, it keeps you productive. It keeps your mind centered. When we don't work, our minds go haywire and they go crazy. So when you work, you get money. So it's better you get good money when you're working so that you can take care of yourself and you can also do so many different things. If you don't want the money, you can do so many different things for other people. So the idea is to stay focused and to do the work. And money gives uh, it. In your case, if you don't want to focus so much on the money, focus on doing the work, and then whatever the money comes from it, do it and helping others and make your life successful that way. Yes. How to find the purpose of life? How to find the purpose of life? Varun Marfatia. The purpose of life is to use this human form of life in connecting back with our source. So that is the purpose of life. Now, how each of us will achieve it, what activities each of us will do will depend on our nature and how we get there, right? So the ultimate purpose of life is that. Now that's my purpose in life, but how am I achieving it? Is by doing what I do, by sharing this knowledge with people, by setting up the East Academy, by setting up the East Coach School, and so that I could reach out to as many more people. Because how many people can I reach out as an individual? But if I create coaches, then they learn the science, and then they can reach out to so many more people. So millions of people is what I want to reach out to, and to serve them in their healing, in their growth, in their rising and shining. So that's my nature. I have a caring nature. I have a healing nature. I have a nature that understands emotions. I have a nature that understands a lot of internal challenges that people go through. And I feel that that's where I can work and that's where I can serve best. So to achieve my ultimate purpose, I engage in this kind of work because the work keeps me stable and it also helps me remain connected to my spirituality. And I keep going deeper in my purpose like that. Right now, some of us may not be able to live in alignment, the way I'm able to live in alignment with, like, oh, this is my nature and this is the work I'm doing, etc. And that's okay. Whatever work you're doing, do it nicely. So, because when you do your work nicely, your mind remains regulated. And when your mind remains regulated, you're able to think about the higher things in life. Okay, someone had a question. Let me see. There was a question before. Okay, Shravya Koride says, I lack money. So now you're going to say, no, money comes to me in abundance and comes to me easily. That's what you're going to start thinking, and you're going to change that belief. Choo. Okay. Kapil Kumar, what you see around the world is a reflection of who you are from the Bible. Seems to be in favor of law of manifestation or attraction. Uh, okay, Kapil Kumar is from the Bible. I haven't read the Bible, so I don't know much about that. But I've heard that statement that you're saying. But we say it in Sanskrit is Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmande, right? So whatever is the Pinda, the smaller form is what's going to come, what's going to be reflected outside. So yeah, that's the system. Okay. Urmila Mishra, not single. Namita, what I feel now is that's okay, being single after staying in a relationship. Okay, whatever works for you. See, finally, you have to be happy in your life, and your life has to be aligned to your nature so that you can make progress in the purpose of life. If you live a life that's against your nature, then you get very disturbed and then you don't make progress in the ultimate purpose of life. So, yeah, whatever works for you. Priya, ma'am, just check there is no link in the email. No, there is a link in the email. I know what email I sent. You need to check all the emails that I've sent to you, Priya. We've talked about this before. Uh, the emails are titled day 4, day 3, day 2, day 1, like that. And from day 2 onwards is when the links are there, the resources are there. And today's email is day 5, the links are there in that also. So go check. There is full of links actually. So check your email. Okay, okay, okay. And I know it happens, we get a lot of emails and then it becomes difficult to find the email. So look for connect at namitapurohit.com and you will find the emails. And I have mentioned that to you, Priya, earlier. I mentioned that to everyone. If it goes to your spam, then you put that in your contacts so that it can start showing up in your inbox. So the email is there. Okay, if there are no more questions, are there any more questions? No more questions, and let me look at some more questions that came to me online. Okay, I'm not sharing the screen. Great. So let's look at what else came up. Ma'am, I have facial hair. Is that connected to my karma? I know this is a gross question, but is this facial hair also related to my past karma? Yeah, everything is your past karma, that the kind of body you have and all. The body you have is based on your consciousness that you had when you were dying in your previous life. So everything is there, and the facial hair is a reflection of maybe a heightened, the masculine hormones, and that means you have that strong and fearless nature, and that's why this body has been given to you to support that nature that you have. So yeah, everything is connected to that, and some may be hormonal imbalances that you need to take care of, but a lot of stuff is our body type is definitely our desire to live in a certain way, to have a certain nature, and therefore you get that body to support that nature. Okay, thank you, Sprouting Ideas. I think that's Deepti Bhatt. Priya, see, she received the email and everything is there, including the PDFs and links and all the necessary info. So, Priya, you need to check your email. Okay, any further questions? If not, then we close. And I'll send you these 4 steps about the law of manifestation also of your wealth, which is to identify your limiting beliefs, to flip them, to banish the fear of success, to be grateful, and to know that you deserve the best in your life, right? Things come easily to you. Visualize your wealth, right? All of these steps, I can send them to you along with these notes, etc., right? So if there are no further questions, I believe you're clear about the tiers. If you're not clear about the tiers, I have talked about them today in this video, and they are also there on Go. I've also made a video and I put that on Ease Academy. The cart opens tomorrow. Sorry, what's happening? Why is my typing so disturbed? Okay, right. The cart opens on August 5th, August 1st, and those of you who sign up on August 1st get those special bonuses. I've already talked about answering your questions around flipping tiers, etc. One thing I missed mentioning is that I don't have a policy right now, but the prices do increase as inflation kicks in and my costs increase, right? So then how do I take care of my costs is by passing it on to the customer. I mean, how do I don't have a budget for these increasing costs. So I don't know when. Right now, these are the tiers that are set up, but I cannot, like some people ask me a question, ma'am, I want to be in silver and then I want to switch to gold. And I could have said an easy yes, but I like to be considerate and I like to be very honest with you about what you're doing and what you're thinking about. You will be getting if you sign up for silver now and then you decide to switch to gold, for example, like 3 months later or 4 months later, right? And if the price has increased at that time, then that's the price you will be signing up for gold for. I can't promise. My system, my software doesn't have a facility to help you with your lock-ins, your price lock-ins. And with the volume that we have, it's very difficult for me to make individualized arrangements for everyone. One thing is not technologically possible with the software the way it's set up. So whatever price comes in at that time is the price you're going to get at that time. So just letting you know, I don't have a plan to increase the price, but I'm just cautioning you out that if at all, whenever you do all those switches, and then you'll get it at the price that it's at on the website. And I don't know when, I don't know how. It all depends on how the costs move around, and uh, uh, I have to I have to run this professionally, right? Delhi, DELBLR. I like to call you Delhi Bangalore. That's what it looks like. Ma'am, as I'll be signing up today, will I get old PDFs? So that's what I'm trying to do, is to give you links of the old PDFs also. So there's no attachment. There are links that you could download. Okay. So I'm trying to put that in every email, and I'm adding more and more PDFs, and I'm just putting that in there. Okay. So yeah, you'll get the old ones also. Okay. No further questions. Let me look at my notes. Did I miss something? I did talk to you about the tiers. I talked about the switching of the tiers. I talked about price lock-in. I talked about the early bird bonuses. And yes, okay. Last question. These payments can be done by credit card and debit card. We don't have UPI facility. We don't have Google Pay. We don't have Pays Pay, Phone Pay, none of that. Once your credit card information is entered, you will be billed monthly. Okay. And when the payment opens tomorrow again we have a live, and I'll show you the whole thing. And I might open the payment during the live itself, like the buying buttons during live itself. I might do it a little early. You will see there's a buy now. There will be. Right now there is no, right? For each day there'll be a buy in US dollars and buy in INR. So depending on the currency you want to buy in, you will select that button and it will open that payment gateway for you. Now those of you buying in INR, for those of you buying in USD will be immediately processed. Those of you buying in INR, my system is not integrated so well with we have to do some extra checking for the rupee payments before we're able to give you access. So please give us 24 to 48 hours to make that happen. Okay. And we will do that. Neha Saraf, can we sign up? Uh, as you told, that cart would open for 1st August. Not now, not now. Today we are not opening the cart. Cart will open on 1st to 5th August. All I'm saying is I'll try to open the cart tomorrow when I'm in the live. So I might open it on 31st July at 9 p.m. I might try to do that, but if not, it's definitely opening 3 hours from that, like 1st August, 12 a.m. is when the cart opens. And those of you who sign up for that will get access, will be able to make payments and will get access to those early bird bonuses, okay? Sonam Kumari, ma'am, if you're registering at 5,500 for silver, it will remain for us till the time we continue it. Yeah, taking your question, Sonam. Just I'm trying to understand your question. So, ma'am, if you're registering at 5,500 for silver, so you will be billed every month 5,500. Okay, and you will be keep getting course modules in that, and you'll have access to those course modules till you remain a member. So once you decide, like, okay, I don't want to be a member anymore, you don't get access to that whole virtual resource library of course modules, of guided meditations, of introspection exercises, and so many different things. So the access to that library goes away. Yeah. And if you just these courses individually, if people wanted to buy, now of course they're not available because it doesn't make any financial sense. Individually, those courses, even if you just buy all of them, like when they were available for sale last year, now they're not. Uh, it costs at least 2.5 times the amount you would be paying for silver. So that's another thing I wanted you all to know about. If you bought everything individually last year, it would cost you 2.5 times of what you're going to pay for silver because it's a membership. Uh, we made it cheaper, uh, like that. So that, and the idea of when we were selling it individually, I was like, okay, I don't even know if anyone's making any progress with them because then there's a next step and there's a next step. So that's why we decided to make a sequential program. And then they could go from step one to step two to step three, like that. And then have a sequence and you're not scavenging for next level of growth, like that. Okay. Oh, okay. That's your question, Sonam Kumari. So once say you sign up now and you start paying 5,500 now, and the price of the program, the membership increases 4 months later, and say, example, it becomes 8,000 rupees. I'm just taking a number out of the air, right? I'm not saying it will be. I'm just, for the sake of argument, hypothetically, it becomes 8,000 rupees. You will still be at 5,500 rupees for the program you signed up on. Just because the price is increasing for new people, it's not going to increase for you, for the tier you're on. Does it answer your question, Sonam Kumari? Your amount will not change in between. Once you sign up for something, you're locked into that price. All I'm saying is, if you want to jump to another tier later on, then you will be buying that tier at that price. That I cannot lock you in. But if you signed up for silver at 5,500 rupees, that's the price you're going to be at. If you sign up for bronze at 12, I think it's 1,250 or $17 a month, that's the price you're going to be on, even if that becomes $20, $25, $30 later on. For you, that price will be there as long as you remain a member. Yeah, that's your price. Okay. Okay, good question. Very good question. Thank you. Priya, I hope you found my emails. And if you didn't, then search for them because when you sign up for the program, you're going to get emails from that same email address. And so it's better you add that to your contacts so that it shows up in your inbox when you get those emails. Okay. Okay, no further questions, so we can end now. Thank you all for being there with me every single day since Monday. It's been fun. I'm going to start getting separation pangs, from you after Thursday because we're not going to meet every day. But I'll try to keep a cadence because I know there's a lot of demand for the English show as well on my YouTube channel. So try to keep a cadence around that. And love you all and hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you all for joining from so many different places, from so many different countries. And there's a lot of people from Australia where it's like way past midnight for them, and then they watch the videos the next morning and then they send their questions. So this is great. I'm loving the response I'm getting. And Sprouting Ideas is saying thank you for taking the step to help and serve more people. Thank you. And I'm looking for more people to join my team, more people to become coaches so that I can't reach out to everyone individually. I have a huge goal, and the more coaches, the more you can reach out to more people. So I'm very grateful for the people who joined to become coaches because they're already doing so wonderfully well, and they're already planning about how they're going to take it forward. Right? So one of them wants to become a youth coach. One of them wants to become a homeschooling coach. Another person wants to use these principles in helping people identify their career. So he wants to become a career coach. One of the ladies is she's actually a general practitioner. She's a doctor, but she wants to serve her patients better. So she's taken this coaching program, and so many more wonderful people out there. So thank you very much. And Priya, you are getting the emails. I'm sorry you have to check. Or you haven't registered for the Ease Academy. It's either one of them. So if you haven't registered for the Ease Academy, you need to register for the Ease Academy. You are getting the emails. I'm sure about that. Okay. Bye-bye. Urmila Mishra, I tried to register now but can't. You can. Okay, let me show all of you. Priya, you have received the emails. You have responded to those emails, and my team has responded to those emails. So go and check. And if you're still not getting, go register again. Okay, let me show Urmila how to register. And for those of you who haven't registered, how to register, here we go. So you go to the link that I've been sharing with you, and we just go over this page, right? So this is the link, bit.ly Ease Academy. It opens up this for you. And When you click on this live webinar video link is when it takes you to that. So I can just scroll down the page. So these are what different things you accomplish through ease. This is a small video, how new results come to you. And then these are all the reviews for my work. This is me. This is what the program is all about. Uh, these are the reviews. Everything in pink you see are reviews for my work from all over the world, from all these different people who either joined these or who have been my one-on-one clients, right? Then you see the membership tiers. Which tier should you join? Gold, silver, and bronze is all explained over here. And you have some more stuff here. The early bird bonuses are also explained, right? The blueprint. Then you look at the bronze tier, the gold tier, and these are the payment. These will all convert to payment buttons tomorrow, like that. This is the membership FAQ. Any questions you have about the membership is all there in the FAQ. All questions have been answered. This is me again, and this is where you can, this blue button right at the bottom of the page is when you click that, it opens up a form where you can fill out that form and register so that you can start getting emails. Okay. So how can you get to that button directly? Is when you go in the top of the page, this button, the big blue button here, takes you to the tiers, right? It takes you to this. What are the different membership tiers? Gold, silver, bronze, etc. But the link below that, which says live webinar video link, is that so over here is where this big blue button is, and you can register so that you can start getting information. And also tomorrow, 1st August is when the tier opens, and you're going to get the information, right? Okay, Urmila, does that help? I believe it's useful. Okay, so thank you everyone. Appreciate your time and appreciate you all being here with me. Rohini Patil loves me and I love you. Thank you. And we all love each other. I love the love that I get from you. I feel so loved. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, now Urmila is able to register, which is good. Okay. Thank you. And Priya, go back and register. If I am sure you're getting the emails because you have responded to those emails that we're sending out day 1, day 2, 3 emails, and my team has been responding to you. I know that. So go search, and if you still feel there's a doubt in your mind, go back and register again. Okay, I hope that helps you, Priya. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you very much. It's getting a little too hot for me with all these lights, and I need to cool off a little bit, and I need to say goodbye so that you can get to what you were doing, and I need to get to taking some rest. Okay, bye-bye, and love you all. See you.